Yo, this is Jay Wes TV. I'm your host, Jay Wes. Shout out to y'all for spinning that block. You spin that block, man, I'm gonna keep a clip with it, man. I ain't gonna get caught slipping, man. But shout out to y'all for supporting the channel, man. It's not gonna grow unless I have y'all spinning that block, man. But I'm gonna keep clips waiting off the back, you know. Shout out to 4 Extra, man. But yeah, man, hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, comment, all that good stuff. But man, let's get into this clip, man. Enough talking. We got Glasses Malone out of Watts, California. Shout out to West Coast, Watts, his area, all that, man. But yeah, man, let's get into this clip.
Can Drake come out here and be comfortable?
Yeah, why the fuck, nobody, it already happened to him. He fine.
What already happened to him?
He got whooped on, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's fine.
Okay.
Nobody want to kick Drake ass. Like,
It's
fucking
Drake. But yeah, man, it already happened to him. What happened to him? He already got whooped on, man. Nobody don't want to hurt Drake, man. It already happened to him, man. Shout out to Glasses Malone, man.
It's Drake. Nobody want to kick Drake ass. The only person want to kick Drake ass is Dot. Dot really want to kick his ass out of that. He ain't let it go, because that nigga don't let that go anyway. Kendrick for sure don't let nothing go. He hold on to shit. Shout out to the whole TD family. Them niggas hold on to everything. So if you say some shit, them niggas probably remember what you said to them in 4th grade.
Yo, he said we had a Wilson, Goat Wilson.
Elliot Wilson, right?
Yeah.
And he said he went out to the shit, to the Not Like Us video shoot.
Yeah.
And he happened to be there. Nigga said, yo, did you speak to so-and-so before you came up? He was like, nah, I ain't speak to somebody. He went right on the set, and before Kendrick started his set, he said, you're a rat. And went back to, shook his hand and act like everything was good with stuff.
But I know. Just so you know, I know though. But I ain't gonna fuck up the homie shit. But I'm just.
I ain't gonna mess up the homie shit. They just saying a backstory that happened during the pop-up show. I guess dude walked up on him and kindly shook his hand and said, I know what you are, but yeah, to Glass Malone point, man. I ain't gonna mess the homie shit up, man.
Letting you know. Shout out to Elliot, good. I heard Elliot tell a story, good. But like, no, it's like the cornerstone of gangbanging is street urban culture in general,
Respect.
but especially gangbanging is masculinity. At all means. That's what snitching is about. Snitching is about, we don't respect you because you wasn't accountable. Snitching ain't if you seen some
bitches ain't accountable.
50-year-old woman, some 50-year-old man raping some, or sexually assaulting some 14-year-old girl. Nobody gonna call you a rat if you tell the police. Now, if you go to jail for your own case and then you tell later, you're a rat. But it's about 2 people committing a crime, or 2 people that are criminals, and then to not be held accountable for your own crime, you inform on somebody else's crime. It all go back into accountability. So that's where gangbanging really teaches you man shit. Like, you gotta be accountable. If you say something fucked up, niggas want, like, yeah, I need to see it.
Like, man, I don't know if they doing it these days, but man, yeah, accountability, man. He said it best, man. You said something, you stand on it. You didn't stand on it, man, you get folded. You gotta stand on something.
Like, I need to see you. So that's where we clash with the internet. That's why it's hard for me to really feel like that in this space, because it's like this whole space is built off of men not being accountable. You know, if you say something raggedy, you want everybody to let it go and consider it content. Now, I'm not letting shit
I hate that shit.
Yeah, I'm not letting shit.
I hate that.
Shout out to Glasses Malone, man. A lot of people been saying it. Shout out to Geechee Gotti too, man. People disguise their content to talk shit and all this other stuff, man. But yeah, to his point, man, people say it's content, man, and get to doing this, man.
I'm not on that content.
That's COE, content over everything. And I'm like, as a human, everything can't be content based on your life. You got to have some level of privacy, some level of respect for yourself. You can't just throw your kids in there for the firing squad, for public consumption sometimes.
Yeah, man, people, man, throw their mamas, grannies, everything out the window, man, just to keep that buzz or notoriety, man. People do it for the content, man.
And what you just said was really key. Just, it's content. Just let it go. No.
Me and my homies argue about that all the time, and I'm like, I can't. I'm way too much into hip hop and too much into being a man to be okay with saying something I don't mean, or saying something that I gotta mean, but then act like I didn't say it, or act like I'm not
Performing.
tripping. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna say nothing on none of them cameras that I don't mean.
You've
And
never
if
been
I
like
really,
that.
And if I really got a problem with you, I don't need to be saying it on camera anyway. I need to see you and we need to address the problem.
As people who are not from the West Coast and seeing how the battle unfolded between Drake and Kendrick, something you said a few moments ago, like Dot want to whoop on Drake. The fact that you're able to say that, like, what is it that we don't understand that was brewing?
Oh, between them?
Yeah. Not like,
All right, we about to hear about it, man. Insight on Kendrick Lamar, how he really feel about Drake, you know? This Jay West TV, man. Hit that subscribe button. Let's go.
on some personal, private shit, but like the
I mean,
mentality.
it's as private as it is public. It's
Because it seems
What-
like you knew it was coming.
yeah, I told him first.
You told Drake
No, I told Dot.
that
I told Dot on a tour bus, I'm like, he's a different kind of guy. But I didn't know how to explain it because I wasn't savvy in hip hop at first. I was just a crip. They used to sell water and I could rap. Feel me? When I got more savvy into what hip hop was about and what marketing was about and what records was about, then I was able to articulate. I was informed enough to start articulating things that I felt or saw. If I couldn't see it at first, like when I first talked to Dot, I wouldn't say, oh, I would have never called him out of his name. Like, I would have never called Drake a bitch nigga because I knew he wasn't quite of the ilk. Like, you know what I mean? If you, like, even when shit was happening and you would hear stories of somebody bullying him or Puff slapping on him or Tip pissing on him. Not like that.
T.I.P. Yeah, we've
I would
heard it.
kind of be more like, why would y'all
You
do
heard
that?
about that, right?
Tip doing what?
Tip
T.I.
man-
peed on him.
Tip man pissed on him.
Yeah,
Or he was pissing next to him in the urinal and the piss got on him, dude drunk, but they said it was with intention. But
You never heard that?
yeah, but
Yeah.
this is my thing. When those moments when they were popping up and we in conversation hearing about them,
whoa.
I used to kind of be more upset at them. Like, why would y'all bully this man? You know what I mean? Like, that's not cool. Like, that's how I feel like Puff. Like, why would you do that to him? I mean, now Cole, shout out to Cole, because the homie told me he did his stuff. But I'm like,
Shout out to J. Cole. Shout out to Glass Malone. The homie told me he did his stuff. J. Cole wasn't going for it. That light-skinned dude, Drake went for it, but J. Cole held it down, man. Like you say, he did his thing, man. Let's get back to it.
Drake is not that kind of guy that we all knew he
Get
wasn't.
points off.
Somewhere along the line, he forgot he
He
wasn't.
went from Drake to Cole.
No, because they're saying Puff did the same thing. I know. This is my point.
A lot of people don't talk about the Cole and Puff story. They keep it, especially on the East Coast.
Y'all don't know, man. They said my boy J. Cole clipped your boy at a party in front of everybody.
I said, and Brody did his stuff, so I got respect for that. But I used to be kind of upset when they would do that to Drake, because I'm like, bro, y'all know he not on that type of program. Now, somewhere along the line, he convinced himself.
You got with tough niggas. Ain't that? I already know where you're going. Ain't that what happens? What's that?
No, you know what he did? No, you guesses. You know what he did? He gangbanged.
He got with some tough niggas.
That's
He
gangbang.
started
Not
banging.
gangbanging, though.
He started banging.
No.
He started banging.
Because we'll call you a mark. We'll call you a mark. Like, if you a nigga that's tough with just us, you's a bitch.
All right, when he got money and he got with tough niggas and he thought he was tough. Doesn't that occur? Does that or does that not occur?
It does
It's
occur.
very empowering.
Thank you.
It's very crippling.
And niggas that you know is tough, they get money off you, that they might handle a nigga for you.
For sure. But even in his situation, I say that point to say that I never liked that. So it was never like a negative thing towards him. Like, I don't dislike him, but to your original point, it's like, one thing people in LA can smell and will press the line on is if what you're doing is cap. Like, we are notoriously fucked up at making sure people know your ass is cap. It's like something that just breed in us. Like, if you see somebody coming up, if you see a rapper coming up, they're gonna tell you about this nigga. Hip hop, I actually think hip hop is like that.
They said the West Coast ain't giving nobody no passes, man. So if you got any smut in your name, they gonna make sure everybody know about it, man. If they hear about you capping, man, it's something about them, man. They just gotta do it, man. That's just the real and I think that's just the West Coast and LA foundation, you know. They gotta know what you about, you know. And if they don't know what you about and you just talking, nobody don't want to be around that energy, man. A talker, not nobody who put in action.
Sure, niggas, especially in New York and LA, we for sure gonna air your ass out. If you had a job doing some bullshit at first, we telling on you.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that niggas did
It's
this.
the nigga news.
Yeah,
It's the nigga news.
yeah, you know what I mean? So
he ain't all that.
That was gonna happen to me with Dot because Dot, everybody think Dot is this good kid. Everybody think Kendrick is this good kid in the Mad City. This nigga is not that good of a kid.
He's a menace? He's like Usher, he's a menace?
He's mean, yo, by what he's done, you can tell he's mean,
He's
bro.
a mean
He's
person,
vicious.
Bro.
Nigga,
he's my guy.
Yo, the nigga Top, dog, I met Top before. Top is mean. Them niggas aura, didn't I just tell that when it came out? I said, them niggas aura is mean, nigga.
And there's a confusion because the title of that album, but I don't think people was listening to the material. And I'm like, listen to the shit. This nigga is funny. He got 1,000 jokes. He not some nigga that like
he's witty. He can snap.
There's a weird rhetoric. There's a weird rhetoric that this is some kind of cool guy. This is this nigga working on himself.
Shout out to this is Kendrick Lamar just working on himself. That dude was a mean guy, man. I did a little view on a good kid in the Mad City, man. The mad side of it, man. We gonna make this part 2, man. You hearing it from Glasses Malone though, man. That dude straight from the hood, man. And he just using this time and everything he's doing right now to work on himself, man. And if you think about it throughout his albums, you can hear growth, you know. This is probably just therapeutic for my boy, man. Drake fucked around, ran into the wrong nigga, man.
Cuz is like a raggedy, like Dot is some shit. I mean, he gonna clown you all day. I didn't have to stop this nigga from fighting on tour buses. All kind of crazy. He is not, he's giving off what he wants to be. He's setting a goal, reaching his goal, and inspiring kids to be better humans. But that's
mean,
because,
bro.
Yeah,
I said on camera, I said, if I was niggas, I would stop fucking with this nigga.
Yeah.
Because this nigga is mean, bro.
Or you got,
and he's calculated.
Or you got to
and
get
he's
on this.
supported by other mean niggas who he just exposed us and said none of them niggas forget nothing.
Yeah, they don't. No.
So now you got
because y'all got this thing in Cali where y'all be just disrespectful with shit. Like when you work with Q and them niggas, they be just disrespectful on some shit, but it don't be with malicious intent.
I don't know if it's really disrespect. No, cause
And it's Jay West TV, man. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about that clip, man. But that was just Glasses Malone touching base on Kendrick Lamar, man, and the situation with Drake, man. Kendrick Lamar is a menace out here, man. Subscribe to the channel. I get y'all on the next clip, man.